Today we're here in Stainforth near Doncaster. In fact, Doncaster Greyhound Stadium is just beyond the trees behind me. But I'm at the kennels of Nottingham trainer Anneliese Thompson, who's only been training greyhounds for about 4 years, but it really hasn't taken her long to make her mark on the sport.
Well, it all started about 10 years ago now. I was selling men's suits in retail and I just had enough. And so I said to my dad, can I come and work for you guys with the greyhounds for a little bit, just while I figure out what I wanted to do. And a couple of days in, that was it. This was my life from then on, really.
And for you, it's not just four-legged animals of the dog variety, it's also horses as well.
Yeah, I'll help my dad out whenever he needs it, if he needs a rider or someone to go racing. But yeah, a few cracked ribs and concussions later, I don't do it as much as the dogs.
Your dad trains horses just literally next door to you. It's almost like one big yard. It's a real sort of working farm feel to your kennels.
Yeah, I mean, there's always plenty of people around. There's a lot of staff on hand to help as well. So if I've got any problems, my dad's always there and vice versa. Yeah, it's a really nice atmosphere.
And you're a close family, you're very close to your dad?
Yeah, really close. I mean, we live together, we work together, you've got to get along. It works more now that he's given up his trainer's licence with greyhounds and gone more to horses, so I can just kick him off my yard if he starts winding me up.
And in your short career, you've actually achieved more than your dad, we'll say that quietly, but he must be quite proud of you.
I do tell him that quite every now and again. Yeah, I've managed to get to 3 Category 1 finals now, and as well as winning quite a few Opens. It was something that he'd only just started doing but never really had the dogs behind him to be able to do it. So
let's talk about some of your stars that you've got here, and the biggest star of them all has to be Swift HANSEL. He's your baby, isn't he? Of course, he left your kennel for a short time and you were devastated.
I really was. I mean, me and the owner, we butted heads quite harshly last year, and he ended up going to Charlie Lister, and I can't fault Charlie. Did a wonderful job with the dog, but it really meant a lot to me to get him back this year, and to me this is his last real year with me racing, so trying to hit the big ones with him.
He's been sort of the nearly dog so far, hasn't he? He's come second in a couple of Category 1s for you. He deserves a competition to his name.
I've never had a dog that deserves it more. Like last year, seconds, thirds, and he puts his all into the race as well. He really deserves it, and I'm sure that there'll come a time where he'll win me something one day. It's just being patient for it.
He got you to the Grand Prix final again this year. He's doing you proud, isn't he?
He certainly is. He's always up there, and like I said, he really puts everything into his racing. You can't ask for anything more from the dog. It gives me 110% every time.
He's kennelled with another greyhound you think a lot of, HAGGSWOOD River, who's just won a 6-bend open at Nottingham for you. She came in initially because you lost Swift HANSEL.
Yeah, I bought her the week that Swift HANSEL left as sort of like a pick-me-up. So instead of buying a pair of shoes, I thought I'll buy another greyhound. And she was just meant to be a nice little 6-bend prospect and see where I could take her, and she's gone from strength to strength. She won me a puppy open, she won me a maiden, she's just won a 6-bend open this week at Nottingham, so yeah, she's one to watch.
And what are the plans for HAGGSWOOD River and for Swift HANSEL?
Looking at the 3 steps at Sheffield, I think that's a track that'll suit both of them, and then it's looking at the rest of the open scene for the rest of the year, like Monmore, and just have a bit of fun with them both.
They're completely different, aren't they?
They are. Swift HANSEL has an early style of running, whereas River will dominate more from coming from behind, but she's a dead railer, but he can run out of sort of every trap. So real different dog, but both suit the same sort of tracks.
And very different here in personality with you as well.
Yes, you've got HANSEL that would just like to stand and be fussed. And then you've got River, who literally just wants to attack you and play with you every single second of the day.
Let's talk about this charity dog that you've got, currently named Park Mag, but will be renamed to HAGGSWOOD Stevie. And first of all, there's a story behind that name, isn't there?
There is. We sadly lost Mad About Him a couple of weeks ago, whose kennel name was Stevie, and said this greyhound is sort of in memory of Stevie, hence the name HAGGSWOOD Stevie. And she's going to be the charity dog. So every time she wins, each time the prize money will go to a different branch of the RGT. So it's a nice little thing to keep running.
And she's young, September 16. She could be a nice prospect.
Yeah, she hasn't done anything. She's been schooled, but not done any races yet over here or in Ireland. So it'd be nice just to have a nice little grader with her. But if she wins Opens, even better.
And there'll be some more money added to your tally in terms of what you've raised for retired greyhounds. It's adding up now, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We've got about £1,500 to go to the RGT, as well as whatever the bitch wins. And there's talks of different things to do this year and next year to help raise money.
I think maybe the best looking dog I've seen in this kennel stay is BOOMTOWN FRANKEL, who's recently come to you from Sheffield. Tell us about him.
Yeah, so Norman Melbourne had him on Sheffield running A3, and he didn't seem to be taking to the track. And even though he's turn 2, not long turn 2, he's 37 kilos, so he's a big baby, taking a lot of growing, and he's just flourished since coming here and going to Nottingham. He's been winning A1s left, right and centre. He's won me a puppy open, he's won a maiden, and his style of running is just lovely to watch, and I think he'll still keep improving. So it's just nice to see where we can take him on the open scene as well.
You think the big galloping tracks will suit him? Would you like to travel with a good dog?
Yeah, certainly. I love going to all different tracks and meeting new people, as well as visiting tracks that we went to last year. And especially if you've got a dog that's going to be a serious contender, then yeah, by all means, I like to go off and do that side of the sport.
For those who are keen watchers, perhaps more the graded scene at Nottingham, you've got MOANTEEN Fury here, a gorgeous looking little bitch who's, well, she's doing you proud already. She's only just turned 2, so you think she could be one to watch?
Certainly is, yeah. She was running A6 on Doncaster, but wasn't getting any favours there, running out of trap 3, really is a dead railer, takes the paint off the rail. And she had her first race for me in A4 at Nottingham and won it by 3.5 lengths. She's to be fair, I think she'll end up being a nice little 6-pen bitch, but you don't know just at this stage. So yeah, keep an eye on her. I think she'll be a nice little prospect for Nottingham.
You've really knocked on the door of winning a Category 1. How much would you dearly love to get that under your belt?
Oh Christ, I try not to imagine it, because I think I'm not a crier, but it will happen and I'll just end up being a big blubbering mess. And it's just, I think, because I've wanted it for so long, it'd just be nice to finally have it.
You're ambitious.
Very. I think you've got to be competitive in this sport. It helps drive you. So yeah, might wind people up a few times, but it doesn't faze me.